Okay, while he's getting his stuff together, we'll do the intro for the video. So he is getting ready to put the valves in, but he's needing to create a little tiny bit more room for the valve stems. So let's turn around. Maybe. Nope, that's all it took. Okay, so my love, if you will show the pipples what the this is what they look like set in here now.
I think that's the exhaust.
So we'll show
Might be the intake valve.
What it used to look like. There's the old ones.
Size, you can see, oh, it's about 1 millimeter, maybe
It's
more.
a bit more, yeah.
I don't want to touch it, but
Yeah. And then there's the other side. And so what he's doing is he's porting that hole just a little teeny tiny bit to make sure that the valve stems come out. Let's go up underneath and I'll show you what I mean. See, they got to come out to bottom right here, right? And then this one over here, right? That's what they've got to do. So that's still just a little tiny bit too tight.
well, not on this one. These ones are done.
Over here on these. So he's got to, he just did a little teeny tiny bit right there and it dropped right in. So I'm
And
assuming
it might just be cleaning out the crap.
that little hole right there, that section is where it just doesn't want to drop down in. So he literally just went whip and then it dropped right in. All right, so Mike has left the building. He's looking for stuff. I don't know what he's looking for, but we'll come back in a minute when he comes back to do all that stuff. They had to send the block back. Why did they send the block back?
They had to reduce
They're-
the deck more.
They had to reduce the deck more. And why did they have to reduce the deck more? Because somebody decided they wanted to change the cams and they're too tall. I won't say who it was.
Wait a second now.
I'm just...
Let me. Yeah. Okay.
Sounded good to me. Wait, I need a longer arm.
What-
There we go.
What we're doing here is we're going to CC this combustion chamber so we know how much volume is in the chamber, and then therefore we can make sure that the compression is going to be sufficient for what we're trying to do. This is one that hasn't been modified. This is one that I've initially modified. So that's what we're doing. We're checking the volume of this combustion chamber to confirm that and get the compression where we want it. The reason the block had to go back is because it wasn't very flat. I mean, it was out all over the place, and we need to get the piston as close to zero deck there again to to get the compression up in the 10 to 1, 10.5 to 1 range. So that's what this is all about. This is checking the volume of the combustion chamber, and I just kind of doing it before and after. That's why we're doing both. But that's what we're doing here.
Okay, so
They're making power.
look, I thought mine sounded better when I said the reason it got sent back was his fault, but whatever. Whatever.
Well, you can continue on that theme if you wish. That's fine. That's not.
Sorry, somebody texted me again because clearly they don't understand that we're filming. That was actually PragerU, so stop texting me. We'll be back when Mike gets whatever it is that he's looking for.
See how many cc's he changed it when he ground here and here. So he hasn't done much on that.
Okay.
And all the grease does is
That just to
seal.
show if there's bubbles popping
no,
out?
it's to seal it so the liquid can't get out.
Oh, okay. This is stuff that that Lewis would do, but just on the cart motors and stuff. We did all this stuff. He had, I forgot what he called it, but it would like flow liquid through it and everything.
Now I'm actually going to have to start calling him Connor because that's easy for me to
yeah.
remember. It's my son's name,
Didn't realize
so
his name. Connor, that's
didn't
our
either.
son's
No.
name.
So Connor, I'll officially stop calling you Man Bun, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm Biden Jr.
No, I would never. I actually like him. Connor, not Biden. Let me, just in case somebody didn't know how I felt about that situation. If you're a viewer of my channel, you absolutely do.
there's, you know, that little plug for the transmission that was like where the, I think it's the cable, or not the cable, the clutch kind of went in and out. I don't know what it's called. You said Dan was having a problem getting that in. That is in the box somewhere.
In the new
I've
one.
got the car up in the air. I could probably pop it in there so that it's there.
I'll take it back there. You can look through it. And see
But
what
it's
you
in
want.
one of the boxes somewhere. I don't really know how much it matters, but to keep crap from getting into the, I guess it'd be into the transmission.
Pop Elman. Okay, he's got this real funny looking. Dang, that thing is tall.
Yeah, but it's just CCs. It just goes 100 CCs. That's how we measure it.
So that I'm assuming is what's going to do like the pressure test.
No, it's just a liquid. Just
Just okay.
fill it up, see how much it takes.
Yeah, okay.
That's why man could have been doing this.
Oh, okay.
She looks at the 2011, and the first you go in, I said, maybe you could watch the movie, and that's what they based all their COVID, propaganda on. Because it goes, it's like hand in hand. The Chinese, they're talking about the bats, and all this other stuff. I was like, holy cow, you gotta be kidding. I didn't watch it, 'cause I don't watch that crap anymore, but I could hear it in the background. I've been working on the spider. I got the pole finished up in the floor. One of these days, maybe over the next winter or whatever, I have to find somebody that can chip all that crap off the bottom.
Where does that go?
I can't do it lying on my back. I can do holes, but I gotta find somebody where we can either stick it up on the rack or there's an easier way to get that stuff off. So that I can like fork it or whatever the hole is.
Oh, it fills up in there. Okay, I got it. I'm assuming you're making sure it's not leaking.
Trying to get the air out of it.
Oh.
But there's gotta be an easier way. There's no way I'm lying on my back.
55%.
Both sides, so.
54.
And I'll have to find something. I gotta fix it, see the steel packages. So they're on in there and that adhesive stuff. It was like. Put it on and couple
How
of
much
minutes,
fun is that? Much more graceful than me pulling out the plug to change the oil in the Fiat. If y'all didn't watch that video, go find it. It's quite entertaining.
Okay. Yeah. I almost lost my
Okay, so now he's checking that one because that one's finished, right? And this one is not. Is that correct?
Assume so.
You're assuming so. So that's what I'm assuming that's what he's checking for. If it doesn't hold the same amount of fluid, it is not finished.
No.
If it holds the same amount of fluid, then it is? No? Okay, well,
He's taking material. See these. I don't know if you can see it. See
Oh.
the bulges here? and
Yeah.
here? He's taking them out to make it flow better and burn better.
okay, so he's talking about this little bulge. See that bulge right there? You see how that's gone? It's flat, see? See, so that right there, see that? That's a big bumpity bump. It ain't over here. That's what he's talking about.
He's taking them off both sides.
So those have not been taken off this side.
No, here, this one
Yeah.
is off both. This one's done here and half done here.
Ah.
Done here, not done here.
Gotcha.
And this
Not
one
done
hasn't-
at all. Gotcha. I don't understand, the order in which they do things. They just get done. Look, right?
He just he puts a light here,
Ah.
and it's easier just to keep doing one than
Understood. And he stopped before he got there. I understand. So what's the point of this? Is this just to make sure it's sealed?
This is how we'll know what compression ratio you'll have, because we'll know what the volume of this chamber will be.
Okay, so compression has to do with the volume.
But this has to do with performance and flow.
Okay, gotcha.
You do this work for performance, but this measurement is just to figure out where we're going to be.
Ah,
And it also informs how much we can take off the top.
okay. See, this is where where the mechanical part of it meets the actual performance, because mechanically there's nothing wrong with having those things there, but performance-wise, because they are doing their damnedest to get 200 out of this little pocket motor.
200 gerbils?
Where that's what Dan says he thinks he can do it. I mean, we'll find out when we're done and we dyno her, but he thinks he can get 200 or right smack at it. And we said, all right, go on ahead. We have a lot of people waiting in the wings to see if that happens, just so you know. So if you complete this task, I can't guarantee that you don't get swamped with pocket motors.
We don't work on Italian stuff anymore.
You don't work on Italian stuff anymore. This is your first and last job.
We got a guy that wants to bring a Ferrari, and I told him no.
Oh God. Ugh. That I think Ferraris are probably worse than Fiats. All right, so he's filling it back up, and we're gonna see. We were at like 54. And he's bringing that down to 100, I'm assuming, so that he has even numbers. I don't know about you kids, but that's what I need, is even numbers. And so it's just filling up, or not. He forgot to put the plug in. So we got to start over. Did not know that's where the spark plug goes, so there you go. That wouldn't have happened if I hadn't been talking to him.
But it's about a getaway driver.
I'm messing up his rhythm.
And there's a lot of cool cars in it for time. And a lot of chasing. He's driving like a Ford, a pickup truck. Ford with a shift car in Holland.
I've been handed the wand, and I'm holding it ever so carefully. He's got to clean it out, because then the volume won't be right. So see, we had to get all of that out of there. There we go. Now we're going to start on over. Okay. Let's go fill it back up. Well, it's a good thing we didn't get that on camera. Get what on camera? Nothing. Yeah, dude, I've had those days.
It's cool, and like I said, people get charged out with stuff. Whereas here, instead of like, okay, let's try this, let's try this, they figure out what it is, and you don't, even if the hourly rate's more, you end up paying less, and the guys know what they're doing. So, but you know, there's always a place for it.
Almost got one order in here. I gotta do a little bit of fabrication. I moved my radiator outside of the full support for it. Clear all the turbos back so that you can see we're hot.
You're gonna put an oil cooler in the turbo.
I got a pretty deep 714.
Oh, that air bubble's like, nope, I'm not going over to that side. There's another hole in the side of this plastic, and he's trying to get that air bubble out of there.
So when you put that on, that doesn't really have anything to do with the transmission per se, it's just the shifter?
It was the column and column and the wire that actually transmission. It's just a cable over here you set up. That way you can put the shifter call that one.
We haven't gotten a number on that.
All right, so at this point, we're saying that one is 54 and this one is 53. I'm not sure exactly what that means. So what does that mean? That we need to get
No, they're CCs.
their CC? So do they need to be the same?
Yeah.
Okay, so that one, we need to get one more CC in there,
Yeah.
which means
When he finished taking out
when he
the
finishes drilling the stuff out, then it should be the same. Gotcha.
when he runs, he measures.
Okay.
How about the Tik Tok here, also?
Yeah, that's what, well, mine has that, and it's pretty cool, but that's really an automatic.
In case y'all wanted to see, they actually do clean this stuff. Don't see, because he made a mess. He's cleaning it all out. They've actually painted the block, but since it's not here, we can't see it. So what color did you paint it?
Cast iron gray.
Cast iron gray.
That's what these ones in the middle are. I got these on old ones.
So that color. Okay. I thought we were going to get Italian red, but we got whatever they had. Doesn't matter.
That's the color it was.
Is that the color it was?
He said make it match Fiat colors. Well, Fiat painted gray.
Oh, did they?
It was gray.
He wouldn't have been mad if you made it red, but it's fine. It's fine.
We only have Chevy red and Ford.
Oh, okay. It matters, apparently. I don't know either. Shh. Y'all shut up back there. We're having a conversation. Shh. He don't need to know. All right, so now he's washed it again. All right, just so you guys can kind of see where we're at. There's the new pistons. Look at that. You see how nice and pretty and clean this is? And again, this is sad because he had all of this stuff put on the motor. And then he had to take all of it back off because they had to send it back for that clearance. There you go. All right. Okay, so I hope that you all enjoyed this episode of Mechanic Madness. That's what we'll call it. Why? Because they mad because they working on that Fiat. That's why. Anyway, there you go. Is it going to be done by April?
I say yes.
Connor, what do you say? Is we done by April?
So for
See? He's vague. Mike, is it going to be done by April? See, why? He just leaves. Which is the smartest thing to do. He's just like, don't ask me. I just work here. All right, you guys, you know the rules. You stay out of trouble. If you can't, don't get caught. Till then, y'all stay safe, stay clean, and have a perfect day. Love you. Bye.